People say I'm just image, and you pulled that face over. People say I'm just image and spin, but you can see statesmanship written all over my face. It's important to stress I'm very familiar with the language and culture of young people.
What's up? And
No, people say I can't relate to hoodies, but at school, I was a real tearaway.
Yes, there was that time we spooned quints into matrons' loafers.
In fact, though I'm not proud to say it, I was once a gang member.
Yes, no one messed with the Eton choristers.
Any of the correct answer, please?
Across the whole series, how many points am I ahead?
Because I think you'll find it is.
Does anyone have the actual correct answer?
It's how many Paralympic athletes are there in the GB team?
They're absolutely right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hugh Dennis.
Really good, sir. Really good.
Say this very quickly.
Go on.
265. Now, when you count that point.
I thought you just meant somebody else has just acquired a disability.
Jesus, and then wheeled away. And suddenly you're wearing a Team GB outfit. You're wheeling down. Yeah!
Do you know what? Said the big friendly giant. I've just been fired from Mock the Week.
Things you wouldn't hear in a cookery show.
So finally, just pour on the milk, and there you have it. Cereal.
It's immaculate, wasn't it? It really was. Yeah.
I ended up watching a lot of beach volleyball. I love the beach volleyball. not for the obvious... Yeah, no, not for the obvious reason. The reason I love it is because after every point, whether they win or lose, whether it's good or bad, they hug each other. Everyone hugs after every single point. It's almost like they just really want to hug each other, and the sport is completely incidental.
Do you want Romesh to give you a hug when you get something right?
And then he ate 6 plates of goulash, 5 plates of red cabbage and a pie from Budapest. He was a very Hungarian caterpillar.
Badger was run over outside the house, and my parents were staying, and this badger obviously had to be killed, put down, to put it out of its pain. And all my father could find was a big stick. So he went outside and he had to hit the badger repeatedly with this big stick. And this is remembered by my son, because it was explained to him like this, as the time Grandad made the badger better with the stick. And believe me, these fried insect legs really are the bee's knees. So, Ed's camp have been calling David a geek, haven't they? And he has said, I'm not a geek, and I'll answer that question in a minute. I'm just playing World of Warcraft.
Who's been named the supporter of David Miliband?
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. Now, if you want to kill any impression that you're a geek, don't get Captain Picard to be a most notable supporter. Like,
You can imagine Patrick Stewart coming out going, he's the candidate set to stun.
I believe he will reduce the deficit at warp factor 3. It's not just him, though, is it? It's there's him,
Ross Kemp.
and there's Ross Kemp.
Ross Kemp?
Ross Kemp supporting David Miliband.
Phil Mitchell's supporting the other one.
And we just hope that he's not giving... If Ross Kemp is giving them advice on how to get on again after their relationship has collapsed, you're in big trouble, aren't you? Well, I'll tell you how to do it, David. What you do is you sleep with his missus, you plan an armed robbery, don't forget to shoot us, remember, blood is thicker than water, you slag!
Essentially. Why were you never in EastEnders?
Me? Well, listen to my voice. I don't know.
I think you've an episode where a landowner comes around.
One of you, I don't know which, has been stealing my pheasants.
Lines you wouldn't hear in an action movie.
If I press this button, you will witness the worst thing you could possibly imagine. Channel 5. How many cans of Foster's can you drink and still be below under the limit? How can... Oh,
That's the way you wouldn't want to say it if you'd actually been stopped by the police. And how much have you had to drink? Well, how many Fosters can you have?
I think you'll find
limit, actually.
I am below under the limit. Not above.
Unlikely things to hear on a train.
This is the Virgin train service to Edinburgh. If you're not a virgin, would you please get off at Hemel Hempstead? Due to staff shortages, I am unable to finish this announcement. We apologise for the delay to this service. This was caused by points failure at Make Something Up. Would the driver please contact the guard? We have no idea where you are.
Is it... if a minicab says that it's 5 minutes away, how minutes...
Holy! Oh! Don't talk bad about Uber.
Well, here, the minicab industry has long fingers, isn't it? You don't have that today.
Well, from now on, I'm taking a black cab.
Unlikely things to hear on a history documentary.
The Russians had Lemsip. The Americans had night nurse. This was the Cold War.
Merry Christmas.